There's a layer of airport infrastructure that was built specifically for a crisis that most Americans alive today have never experienced. And in several major cities, that infrastructure is still in place, largely unchanged. In the decades following World War II, as Cold War tensions shaped American planning in ways that are difficult to fully appreciate today, certain major airports were quietly incorporated into civil defense frameworks. Runways were designed to dual function as emergency landing strips for military aircraft. Terminal structures at some facilities were built with reinforced sections. And in at least one significant case, an American airport sits directly above a Cold War-era underground complex that was never fully decommissioned. What's interesting is that Chicago O'Hare's name carries a piece of this history directly. The airport is named for Edward Butch O'Hare, a World War II naval aviator and Medal of Honor recipient, who was killed in combat in 1943. The site itself was a Douglas aircraft manufacturing plant during the war, producing military aircraft on land that would become one of the world's busiest commercial airports within a decade of the conflict ending. What people don't realize is how many American airports sit on land with a direct military or wartime industrial history. Logan in Boston, Midway in Chicago, named for the pivotal Pacific Battle. Reagan National, built during the war years. The infrastructure of American commercial aviation grew directly out of wartime investment, in ways the passenger terminal obscures almost entirely. Here's where it gets complicated. When you look at the geography of major American hub airports, the pattern becomes visible. Large flatland parcels near cities, already graded, already served by road infrastructure, already known to federal planners. The war effort created the conditions that commercial aviation then inherited. And this is where it shifts. Midway Airport in Chicago is perhaps the clearest example. Named in 1949 for a battle fought in 1942, built on land that hosted military operations, it became the world's busiest airport by passenger volume in the mid-1950s, before O'Hare opened and absorbed that traffic almost entirely. But the detail that stands out most is this. The airport you consider purely a civilian facility has, in most major American cities, a military origin story that predates the airline that flies you home. Did you know most major American airports began as something entirely different?